Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, everybody, let's take a look at feeder cattle for December 3rd, 2021. These are the January 2022 contracts. Today ended at 163.95. Down day. And I did say over the last few days that we could see prices start to come down as we head towards this cycle low, which is about December 19th. So be aware that's December 19th, approximately right there. And even though this is a rising 50-day moving average, you can see prices are kind of going like this, right? You can see that, right? You can visually see, right, from peak to peak to peak to peak, you kind of get this line going, right? I know some of you that watch this video are not technical. Maybe you're ranchers, maybe you're feedlots, or whatever you may be, okay? Some of you may be in the processing houses. Some of you might be financial people. Some are hedgers, whatever you are, speculators, okay? So just keeping it simple here, you can see prices are coming down, right? Now, this indicator called the MACD starting to roll over, okay, on the daily chart. So this is suggesting that prices are going to begin to go down, okay? Fast moving indicators say that as well. And we have some divergence signals going on here, which usually indicates that prices will continue to decline, right? Or forecasting, this particular indicator forecasts that prices are going to decline, okay? So if I had to put my best guess on this, just doing some sound analytics, thank you, I got that word out. Okay, something like that. Okay, just kind of plotting along here. Obviously, it's not going to do that, but if I had to give it my best guess, I could see 161, 162 by the time we get to, December 17 area. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's kind of what I anticipate happening. Prices kind of continue to go down. They may or may not get down to this 50-day, but let's see what happens, okay? Let's take a look at the monthly. Get rid of that. Still looks strong overall. Yep, feeder cattle still look strong, even though we got this indicator kind of doing one of those deals, and it's got some divergence warnings going on there. But so far on the monthly, this looks strong. This month has just gotten started, red candlestick. But so far, nothing on the monthly that's telling me, watch out below. Weekly, maybe a pause in pricing. Again, maybe a pause in pricing, which this week is finished, obviously. And I'm kind of thinking next week's going to start red and kind of go like that, okay? That's what I think for next week. Okay, let's look at the hourly and just try to get a feel for the next session, which would be Monday morning, I believe at 8 o'clock. So it's been above the 50-hour for, let's see, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It's been above the 50-hour for, doing really well. But you could see it came down to the 50, got tested, came up, came down to the 50 again, and broke through. So that's a sign of weakness, guys and gals, on the feeder cattle. That's what that is. Okay, this is still pointing down. Okay, there's a possibility there's a bounce there on these indicators, but what we'd really be looking now is to see on Monday, which is going to be, basically over here kind of thing. Does it come up, hit this, and get rejected? I would think that this 50-hour, it may start acting as resistance. So instead of cattle prices trading above it, we might start seeing cattle prices trading below it, and then this 50-hour would start to curve down. You follow me? Remember, we're talking hours. So that might just be over a period of a few days or even a next week or two. We could begin to see prices begin to decay down, okay? All right, let's go and move on to live cattle. We'll put this all in the same video here. All right, since we're on the hour, we'll stick with that. Very similar to feeder cattle, right? Very similar. Same thing. This one has managed to stay above the 50-hour, but You know, a little bit of support right there. Came up, found support again, came down and right on the 50. So just like we saw in feeder cattle, the last time it rode on the 50 really close like that, the next wave broke through, and I'm expecting that probably to happen with live cattle as well on the next session or 2 or 3. So look for prices to climb maybe towards 138 over the next session or 2. Okay, let's go to the daily. Yeah, prices look like they're declining, guys and gals here. The daily's trying to roll over on the MACD. Okay, trying to do one of those things. And let's look at when is this time frame. When is the end of this cycle? 12/12, so it's a week earlier than the other one. Week earlier than the feeder cattle, but it could go out to the 17th and even to the 23rd over here, Christmas Eve. Okay, but overall, even though this is a rising 50, I see prices beginning to make their way towards that as we get towards this closer and closer to the middle of December. So if I just had to give it my best guess, could come down to 137, 136, 135 going into the middle of December. Okay, let's look at the monthly. Looks strong there. Long term, just looks strong. Everything here is strong. Well above the 50 month. Okay. Let's look at the weekly, finish up the video here. Yeah, weekly looks kind of toppy. A little bit toppy here on these indicators. Got a red candlestick. Again, over the next week or 2, I could see it beginning to kind of decay here a little bit. And we'll just see how this goes. I don't know if it's going to get that low, but we're up here at 139. You know, I could see mid 130s, possibly low 130s, but we'll just see what happens. This is a little bit of a mixed signal on the weekly because this hasn't gotten anywhere to rolling over yet. But I expect both live feeder cattle and live cattle to decay going into the middle of December, maybe all the way into the 3rd week of December on the average. It may not be every day down, but on the average, that's what I expect to happen, okay? All right, everybody. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to click that little bell to be notified of all the videos as I put them out. Take advantage of that membership, $5.99. Become a better trader. Okay, I put out trade alerts when I think there's a good trade on many different products, crude oil, the grains, wheat, and oats, natural gas, gold. Okay, cover the S&P 500, and of course, you see me covering here live cattle for free, right? Everybody have a great weekend. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.